Roads leading to Islamabad have reopened as supporters of jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan call off their protest, at least for now. But with their demands still unmet and authorities showing no signs of compromise, it's an uneasy calm in Pakistan.
A sense of disquiet settling in the streets of Islamabad. Empty roads and wreckage, the debris left in the wake of a day of carnage in which thousands of protesters had pushed into the capital's government district. Barricades were broken, a security lockdown defied. Supporters of Imran Khan's PTI party had planned to stage a sit-in protest outside Parliament. Their march towards the city centre, unleashing chaos and bloodshed. Security forces fired tear gas to disperse crowds. Vehicles were set ablaze. At least 4 security forces died in clashes with protesters. 2 fatalities were also reported among the crowd. PTI says it decided to call off the sit-in to avoid what it called a massacre, or the government's brutality and plan to turn the capital into a slaughterhouse for unarmed citizens. It calls the crackdown Pakistan's darkest moment since the 1971 war with India. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif labeled the protest a form of extremism. But his government has come under severe criticism for deploying heavy-handed measures to quash PTI rallies. And while police struggled to contain the violence, the Interior Minister hailed security forces for their bravery.
There was no massacre, and we had a Belarus president 200 meters from the square, which is our red zone, and violent protesters, armed with guns, armed with stones, armed with catapults to throw those stones across these containers, and armed with tear gas shells. They tried to breach the security of the red zone. Few were taken into custody. This is a party which resorts to violence and terrorism. There will be no talks with that.
Nearly 1,000 demonstrators have been arrested since Sunday. Analysts fear the political standoff continuing.
It will either be a government now which makes a transition toward a PTI-led regime, or it's going to be a rather heavy-handed military effort to suppress those forces which are challenging it.
Imran Khan has been in prison for more than a year and is facing some 150 criminal cases. He insists all the charges are politically motivated. But with Khan left with no other recourse through the justice system, Pakistan remains in a state of anxious uncertainty for the next time this again falls into chaos.
Well, Hira Mustafa speaks to us live from Islamabad. Hira, we're hearing the anxious uncertainty continues in Pakistan, despite nearly 1,000 protesters being arrested, but their demands still not being met. So are they showing any real signs of backing down? That's Imran Khan's supporters.
Well, yes, the situation here in the capital remains tense. But a calm prevails as there was a midnight with thousands of PTI protesters who were marching towards the capital, Islamabad. I'm currently standing at the Democracy Square, which is in the heart of the capital, Islamabad, and it is right next to the area of Red Zone, which is home to important government buildings. This is exactly the same place where the clashes were taking place between the security forces and the police. As a result of these violent clashes, over 900 supporters of Imran Khan are arrested, and they are currently in the custody of police. And this has been confirmed by the parliamentary secretary in a media briefing earlier in a day. However, the chief minister of country's northwestern province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and a leader of Imran Khan's party just a couple of hours ago has stated that the sit-in protest is still on and they will not back down until or unless there are strong calls from their leader Imran Khan, who is currently imprisoned. Only on his instructions they will be calling off the protest. The Imran Khan's party spokesperson has condemned this move of government on cracking down the protesters of Imran Khan's party over the course of night, calling it a massacre. But this is being denied by the information minister, who I spoke to, and said that this was not a massacre. As PTI supporters were advancing towards the red zone, which is an area that is home to important government buildings, and it's a highly sensitive area as it is also home to the diplomatic missions. The human rights organizations are also condemning this move of government cracking down on the supporters of Imran Khan.
All right, so both sides maintaining the need for the action that each has taken, but the government is being criticized for how it has dealt with these protesters.
Well, absolutely. The government is being criticized by the human rights organizations. Many of the analysts are criticizing government's move, calling it citing that it will create more political unrest in the country. Critics argue that situation could have been dealt in a better manner, but provocative statements from the authorities further inflamed the tensions. When I spoke to the information minister, if there is any possibility today in afternoon about holding negotiations to resolve this political deadlock, he clearly ruled out, stating that they will not resort to the party who creates unrest and accuse the party leadership of Imran Khan of inciting unrest. With political turmoil growing in the country, economists are also saying that Pakistan is on bailout to IMF, and over the period of time, economy was gradually improving. But this current political stalemate could reverse economic gains in the next couple of months.